I'm going to show you exactly how to get more high-paying coaching clients into your health coaching business using this jug and 4 cups. My name is Uriel Kim. I'm the CEO and founder of Healthpreneur. We're the longest standing coaching company specifically helping experienced health professionals get clients and grow their coaching businesses online. Now, if you're here, you want to get more clients. You probably want to do so predictably. You want to do so without having to dance all over social media. And you're most likely an experienced health professional. If you're not, what I'm about to share with you is not going to apply. So you can just stop watching this video. But if you're an experienced health professional with years of paying clients, you have a track record, and you know you have better things to do with your time than creating content for the rest of your life, then this 4 steps here are going to be exactly what you want to do to get high-paying clients. Now, why am I sharing this with you? Why should you listen to me? I've been in this for 20 years, built and sold my own multiple 7-figure health business online, became one of the biggest brands on the internet, helping 500,000 people to better health. Then I took what I did and knew in that business and I brought it into our current company, Healthpreneur, and helped go from 0 to more than $1 million in 7 weeks when we first started 8 years ago. And since then, we've helped over 1,300 practitioners build 6, 7, 8, and even 9-figure coaching businesses online. A large part of that growth of our clients specifically is down to these 4 steps. So let me set the frame. So this jug of electrolytes, that's what this is. This is not like a lager. I'm not gonna get like plastered on video here. I don't really drink anyways. This picture of not lager, of electrolytes, let's assume that this is your marketplace, okay? So let's just, for the sake of this video, let's use the example of migraines. So you help people with migraines, that's your specialty. Hint, step number 1 to attracting high-paying clients is you have to be a specialist. So you're only focused on 30 some odd million Americans who have migraine headaches. Everyone else, let other practitioners take care of them in this example. So this represents 33 million Americans who have migraines. Do you have enough lifetimes to serve 33 million Americans? No. Do they know you exist? No. And that's the hard part, is that it doesn't matter how good you are if no one knows who you are. The biggest danger you're currently facing, whether you know it or not, is the fact that no one knows you exist. So this system that I'm about to show you is going to help you go from being unknown to in demand and ultimately the leader in your niche. So how do we get this pool of people into your world? Well, the first step is we need to put messaging in front of them. We need to put messaging and an offer in front of those people. Now, I'm going to come back to that in a second. Let's say that we have that built. How do we get it seen, right? You might have the most incredible product or the most incredible solution, the most incredible offer with your coaching program that can make a huge difference in people's lives, but how do you let people know about that? Well, we're not going to be cranking out content forever because you have better things to do with your time. So the alternative is we have to pay to play. And so what we're going to do is we are going to run ads on Meta, so Facebook and Instagram, so that a percentage of these people are going to start to see you and they're going to see your offer. So 33 million, and this represents the number of people who are going to see your ads. Now that's a small percentage. It might be 1%. I don't know. How this works, how advertising works in general, it's a pay-to-play type of situation. You pay Meta $25 a day, and Meta gives you a little bit of visibility, right? There's still this huge market that you're not in front of, which is your perfect clients. And you're like, okay, well, I'd like to get shown to more people. So instead of spending $25 a day, you spend $100 a day, and Meta gives you more eyeballs on your stuff. More and more eyeballs. So essentially how this works is the more you give to Meta in terms of money, the more visibility they give to you. So we spend north of about $15,000 to $20,000 a day in ads. So we get shown, our stuff gets seen by more and more people, okay? So the more you spend, the greater the percentage of your market is gonna see your stuff. Now, I'm gonna come back to how this is gonna make sense because I'm not suggesting you drop hundreds or thousands of dollars per day right off the bat, because these other 3 pillars are very important to even make this possible. So you have all these people who are seeing your ads. And remember, ads guarantee visibility. That's all they do. They don't guarantee conversions. They guarantee visibility. So now you don't even have to have a social media following. You don't have to post content. You just have to be amazing at what you do, which is why, as I said at the start of this video, the only prerequisite here is that you must be exceptional. You must be world-class at the work you do. Because if you've never worked with a paying client and you start running ads, you're going to lose your shirt very quickly. Why? Well, it'll start to make sense as we go through this. I'm going to come back to how it makes sense to put more money in your ads and when. So let's say that we have this cohort of the bigger single target market that's now seeing your ads. Where do they go from your ad? So remember we talked about messaging in the offer? Well, the messaging in your offer flows from your ultimate coaching program, which is going to sit over here. That's when you're going to, make an offer for someone to work with you. But before we get there, we have to make sure the right people show up to potentially speak with you. So from your ad, we're going to invite people to an evergreen masterclass. So you're going to have a link in your ad that's going to say, hey, if you're dealing with this problem, you've tried this stuff, nothing's worked, I've discovered this thing that works like gangbusters, click the link, check it out now. So they're going to go to an opt-in page and they're going to opt in to watch your masterclass. It's like an evergreen webinar. You record it once and it shows 24/7 on your behalf. It's like getting a TEDx talk to millions of people or thousands of people without you actually having to be there. So a percentage of these people are now going to go and opt in for your masterclass. All the while, you're continuing to spend money on a daily basis and more people are seeing your stuff, right? Now notice how the levels are dropping a little bit here, and this is important. So if all of these people see your ads, it doesn't mean that they're all gonna opt in to watch your webinar. They might click on the ad, they might land on the page and like, I don't wanna do this, they're out of here. So a percentage of these individuals are gonna opt in, name and email, submit, they go to the next page to watch a webinar. And that webinar is gonna be 30 to 60 minutes and it's gonna walk them through your magic, how you solve the problem, and it's gonna make an invitation for some of those people who are the right fit based on very specific criteria to take the next step with you. So we take these people from the Evergreen Masterclass, which again is recorded once, it's running on your behalf all the time while you're hanging out with your kids, doing other stuff, building your business, and a percentage of these people are going to go to the next step. All the while, more people are coming in to watch the webinar, from your ads that are continuing to bring more and more people into the funnel on a daily basis. Now, people are leaving the pipeline or the funnel at each step. It acts like a filter. They don't want to watch the webinar, they're out of here, right? They don't want to take the next step, they're out of here. They don't qualify to work with you, they're out of here. And that's the point of this. So a percentage of people watch. You're going to make an invitation for some people to take the next step, which is right here, where they're going to fill out an application to speak with you. There's a very specific sequence of questions, followed by a time to book a time on your calendar. And that's important because this is where you come in. So these steps are all automatic. They're working on autopilot 24/7. As I'm shooting this video for you, we have all this working in the background and it's beautiful. Now, yes, you're going to adjust and maintain your ads a couple minutes a day. You're going to make sure all of your numbers look good, which I'll come back to in a second. But this is working on autopilot for you. That's the beautiful part about this system. It's a system. And a system saves you serious time, energy, and money. Because if you didn't have this, what else were you going to do to get visible? You're going to dance on the corner of the street and record it and put it on TikTok? Come on, you're better than that. You went to school for 6, 10, 12, 15 years. You're going to dance on TikTok? Let's be serious. So, application calendar. From there, you're going to speak to a percentage of people on the phone or on Zoom. And again, people are watching the webinar, more people are going to apply to work with you or to speak with you. More people come from your ads, opting into your webinar on a daily basis. You're still spending money. People are coming into your ecosystem, right? More people see your stuff. And please also remember this. When these people who see your ads opt into your webinar, the other thing that's happening is you're building your email list by the hundreds on a weekly basis. So you're adding, depending on your ad spend, right? It could be hundreds a day, it can be hundreds per week. And this is growing the number one asset you're going to have in your business, which is your email list. Because most people, especially who don't even know you, they're not going to work with you right away. A good percentage will, but a lot of your business will come on the back ends down the road by building this email list. So you got a smaller percentage of people booking a call to speak with you. Now they show up, they get on Zoom with you, and you talk about their situation. If they're a good fit, make an invitation for them to join you. And so these 4 steps we call the perfect client pipeline. The first step we call predictable prospecting, right? You're prospecting predictably by using ads. Those ads invite people to an evergreen masterclass, which we call teach to sell, not teach to teach. Okay, it's a very, very different format than these YouTube videos. From there, we invite people to an application and calendar, which we call ask and assess, because you have the ability to cancel some of these applications. And finally, we have a phone or a Zoom conversation called coach to close. All of these steps have very, very micro nuances that are very important to dial in, like the messaging in your ads, the audience selection, the campaign setup. Your webinar in and of itself is a whole universe. Then you like how this is done. We grew our business for the first 3 years just doing this, nothing else. So we had one piece of content. We had one webinar that grew our business to multiple 7 figures before I even started a YouTube channel, before I even had Instagram, before I did a podcast, before anything. And this is why we recommend for all of our clients to only build this out to start with, because once you have this in place, this can take you to 6, 7, even 8 figures with nothing else in place. Now, if you have a social media following, you have content online, does that help? 100%. Absolutely, but you don't need it. You just have to be an expert at what you do. So people move to the pipeline, they come over here, they speak with you, you make an offer for a higher price coaching program, not a one-off session, $2,000 to $5,000, even up to $10,000 to solve someone's health condition once and for all, so they don't keep relying on Band-Aids and tips for little to nothing. You're solving their biggest issue right here. So please understand that if you're charging $5,000, $7,000, even $10,000, like many of our clients do, you're still undercharging. You're transforming this person's life. I've got other videos that talk about the importance of getting behind your own pricing and your offer. Hey, we'll get back to the video in just a second, but before we do, if you're an experienced health professional who's wanting to grow your business online and you want a better, faster way to do so, and you're liking what we're all about here at Healthpreneur, click the link in the description to see if you qualify for us to help you scale your business 10 times faster without the grind and without the guesswork. Click the link below in the description, and let's get back to the video. Here's the other reason it's important to charge a higher price. Okay, let me break this down. So if you spend $1,000 in ads, now that could be in a day, it could be in a week, it could be a month, it could be in a year. The time frame doesn't matter, but the number does. If you spend $1,000 a day, I'll give you some average numbers. Let's say you spend $5, you get leads coming in right here for $5. So $1,000 in ad spend to get $5 leads is 200 leads. You've added 200 people to your email list. From those 200 people, let's say that about 4 people book a call. So they fill out an application to speak with you. 4 of them do. Let's say one of them's flaky, so they don't even show. The other 3 you have a call with, and one of them says yes, right here. They pay you $5,000. You spent $1,000 over here. So can't you just turn up the faucet now? You just keep going, keep going, keep going. You don't need to stop. You don't need a budget when this is all flowing through and you're positive on this side. The danger becomes running ads with no guidance and not knowing what you're doing. Because what happens is you simply run ads on the front end there, and there's nothing else to back it up into a conversion. And that becomes very dangerous. It's also very dangerous if you're not an experienced practitioner. Because if you get people here and you spent this money over here and they get on a call with you and they're thinking in the back of their mind, I would never pay this person money to take me to another level of my health, you're going to lose your shirt. Which is why if you're just starting out, don't do this. You have to play the slower game. You have to play the content game. You have to post on social. There's no other way. There's no helicopter coming to take you from here to the end result. You have to make up in time what you lack in skill. But if you're more experienced and you're here, you have to make up in systems what you lack in time. So we build out this system, but there's also some very important skills. You have to get good at your messaging, because if your messaging is vague and general and no one understands it, no one's opting in here, right? And we just might as well just put that right back in there. And if no one's opting in to watch your webinar, well, then no one's booking a call to speak with you. And if no one's booking a call to speak with you, then no one's going to be speaking with you. And if no one's speaking with you, then how are you making money? So you have to get good at the messaging. Communication, that's what the number one skill you have to build is. This is something we spend a lot of time with our clients on, helping them communicate clearly and powerfully. So you can put messaging in front of people who never knew you existed, and all of a sudden like, oh my God, how did this person get into my mind? All of a sudden, you build connection, rapport, and empathy just by your words. All right, more people now opt in. They're gonna go and check out your webinar. If your landing page is not compelling, if you have a bad headline, if they don't even know what they're landing on, they're not going to the next step. So again, how your messaging is laid out here is very important, because if it's good, you'll get more people from the webinar opting into the webinar, obviously, and they will watch the webinar. They will be compelled by your message, literally like you are a mesmerizing magician, and more of those people are going to want your help. So they're going to book a call. More of those people are going to want to show up because they actually want to solve the problem, and you have more people to speak with. The more people you speak with, the more opportunity you have to make more money and then put it right back into the system while you pull additional profit out for yourself. But right here is a very important sticking point for many people. Selling skills is the number one thing that I help our clients build. I spend 100% of my coaching time with my clients on this alone. Now, we've got an amazing team that helps with everything else, but I personally review sales calls of our clients. I give them specific guidance and role plays and all sorts of scenarios to help them improve this. Because if you get all these people on a call with you and no one says yes, you're not going to win, right? It's going to be very painful. You're going to spend money. It's not going to do well. And this is a skill that all of us can get good at. You're a health professional, not a sales professional, but that doesn't excuse you from getting good at communicating. You still have to be able to move people across the line to see the value in working with you. If you can't clearly articulate how you help someone, that's going to be a big problem whether you run this or do anything else. So please understand that this is a system, and the system buys back your time, but you also have to build very important skills, because skills pay the bills. Systems set you free, skills pay the bills. So this is exactly the system that we use, that we actually build and install into all of our clients' businesses. Yeah, we literally write your ads, your webinar, get the whole funnel set up for you. We hand it back within just a few weeks. And then we coach you every step of the way to get every single little detail figured out to help you master all of this. Because the reality is that Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither was a great business. You didn't become a practitioner in 30 days. You went to school for a long time and you dropped hundreds of thousands of dollars. So please don't expect to grow a great business investing in a cheap course or working with a random who knows coach who had a good month and they have a solo operation and no systems and nothing. Who you take advice from is very, very important, and it can be very dangerous, because the only thing more dangerous than free advice is the wrong advice. And if you want the right advice, you have to be looking for experience, because experience gives you pattern recognition. Pattern recognition gives you clarity. Clarity gives you speed. So if you want to move faster, you need clarity. What do I do? I'm stuck. How do I fix this? If you're spending money on ads, but no one's clicking over, do you know how to fix that? Do you know what numbers to look at that tell you that your messaging is off, or your images or videos are not working well, or there's something else going on? Maybe not. And even if you do know the numbers, do you know exactly what the right KPIs are, key performance indicators, to let you know that you're on the right track or the wrong track? Probably not. How about your webinar? How do you know that the right people are making it all the way through? What's the percentage of these people that should be booking a call? And if they're not booking a call, why? And do you fix the webinar, or do you have to start back here? Like, there's all these questions that you have no idea about, and that's okay. That's not your fault. That's the friggin' school system's fault for not teaching us any of this stuff. But that's why our company, Healthpreneur, exists, to help you understand this stuff, to build the systems and skills, and give you daily world-class support so that you're never lost trying to figure this out on your own. So again, trying to piece this all together on your own, good luck. I mean, we've got hundreds of videos on this channel, right, that will help you. You could spend thousands of hours of your time. You could. You absolutely could do that. And we've had some people actually do pretty well doing that. But again, if you have less time in your life than you'd like, you have to go right to the source and get clarity and direction. Hopefully this video makes sense. If it's resonated with you and you'd like our help to install this type of perfect client pipeline into your business, click the link below this video. You can actually go through our perfect client pipeline, so you can actually be in the matrix and see how this works. And obviously you'll see if you meet our criteria for being able to help you install this. And if you do, great. On average, our clients who run this system see a 314% ROI. They spend $1 here, they make $3.14 over here. And so they get to reinvest that money and just keep the cycle going. And that's how they go from unknown to in demand. Now, I can't promise you those exact results, but we've worked with thousands of your colleagues, and on average, that's what we're seeing. So my question to you is, what else are you spending your money on or investing in life where you're getting a 314% return on investment? Not your house, not Bitcoin, not the stock market, not index funds, not bonds, nothing. And the best part about this is that this is your business. You have 100% control over it. So if this resonates, cool. This is exactly how you get high-paying clients in a health coaching business. As long as you're an expert, as long as you have a proven track record of helping clients, whether that's in person or online, and as long as you're willing to charge premium prices because you're amazing and you know that, this is what you do. Again, if you like this, there's a link below in the description. You can click on it. You can go through our pipeline to get a sense of how this all can possibly work for you. And if you'd like our help, you can book a call and we can see if you fit our criteria to be able to do so. Thanks so much for hanging out. I'm Yuri, and I'll see you in the next video. If you're enrolling clients, then you're obviously speaking to them, right? And if you're like most health professionals that we work with, you're probably not too keen on sales. So I want to share with you 3 reframes here, because if you don't get good at this, then you can't grow your business.